Hi and welcome to Ivy English. I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is May the 8th. We're on page 27 of the magazine, and the article is entitled The Gorgeous Spectacle of the Tung Blossoms.
我们的中文标题是五月雪纷飞.
So today's article is about a very important part of Hakka culture, and I had kind of a revelation when I looked at this article. My father makes furniture, or made furniture, and he had this oil that he called tung oil, and he's like, this stuff is the best. Everybody's used it traditionally. I like to continue using it on my furniture. And I've also known about Hakka culture and tung trees and tung blossoms and dong oil, but I never made the connection until today.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Like, we think of globalization as a recent thing. But actually, this is like a traditional furniture making oil in the West.
Yeah.
But where are we getting it from?
好，所以这个Angela 老师说呢，他父亲以前做家具的时候常常用到这个东西，他父亲称为 tung oil 那这个后来呢，这个 Angela 老师他对客家文化也有相当的了解，可是他从来没有把这两个联想在一起那我想这里面有一个很有趣的原因是这个桐油的英文通常是把它拼成 T-U-N-G 所以呢，这个Angela 他的父亲呢，把它念成 tung oil 那其实我们中文其实叫做桐油应该是 T-O-N-G 声音会比较像一点还有这里面有音调的问题所以总之呢，今天这 Angela 老师中哇，原来这个东西原来就叫桐油那还有这个桐树所以这个 T-U-N-G 呢，其实如果我们这个在英文里面念的时候，我们可以直接把它念成桐油tung oil 那当然那个 native speaker 会觉得明明是 T-U-N-G 那这时候你就可以给他上一课，你说这个在中文里面其实是桐的声音。
This is a good opportunity to talk about pinyin versus English. Pinyin is a way of representing the sounds of Chinese in Roman letters, but it is not pronounced like English. Many pinyin systems are just using English letters to represent certain sounds. For instance, in the Wade-Giles system, they used K to represent a J sound to separate it from J or G, just to make it really, really clear. But people who didn't understand the Wade-Giles system thought that K represented a K sound, and so when they used the Wade-Giles system in Taiwan for a while to represent town names, and then people who didn't understand the system came along, they're like, well, K is K, so we should use that K sound, and I will leave it to you to know which towns are mispronounced, therefore. But you need to understand, now mostly people use the Loma pinyin system. And also, it's the same thing. The Loma pinyin system does not use vowels and consonants the same way as English. So please don't think that a Chinese pinyin system should be pronounced like English. It should be pronounced like Chinese. If you would pronounce a Chinese word that way, that is how it's supposed to be pronounced, even if it's spelled out in pinyin.
好，所以这个各位看到用英文字母拼中文的音不管它是用哪一个系统那我们念到的时候，你的母语如果是中文的话，你直接用中文念出来，因为不管是哪一个系统，它都是用一些英文的字母来重现中文的那个音。可是在这个设计这个体系的时候，他们有的时候必须要有一些权宜的措施所以你看到的那英文拼音，事实上它所代表的中文声音不是你想到的那个用英文的方法念出来的声音。像这个 T-U-N-G 大家看到 native speaker 看到大家都念成 tongue 但其实它其实是在这里它代表的同的声音那像 Wade-Giles 里面就有很有趣的，刚刚Angela 举的一个例子像 K 这个字母在 Wade-Giles 里面它是 J 的声音那所以中文尤其在台湾有些地方的地名它用 K 来拼，但其实它在中文里面发音是 G 的声音所以例如说台北方有一个城市，它的名字就是可以拼成 K 什么什么的但其实中文是念 G 什么什么的
And yeah, this is just something that bothers me because it comes up a lot in my life.
所以这个Angela 老师一开始觉得蛮混淆的不过现在一般的做法就是，如果你的母语是中文，然后英文拼音代表它是拼一个中文的声音的话，我们建议各位就直接用中文把它念出来。
Exactly. Also, foreigners are not going to learn how to pronounce Chinese if you pronounce it wrong to them, especially for them in English.
Yeah, 而且这样也可以帮助外国朋友学习这个字在中文里面事实上怎么念。
Let's get back to our article because this is very interesting. The flower of the Tung tree occupies an important place in Hakka culture. Many Hakka in Taiwan once depended on the tree's seed oil for income. Tung trees were first brought to Taiwan during the Japanese colonial period and cultivated in the island's hilly regions near Hakka settlements. Glue-like and water-resistant, tung tree oil was in demand in furniture making and boat building. Cheaper synthetic products would later replace its use in these industries, and the tree's economic importance diminished. However, tung flower blossoms endure as a unique and essential symbol of Hakka culture, reflecting deep, heartfelt gratitude towards the tung tree, the mountains, and nature. Each spring, from mid-April until mid-May, Hakka people cherish, celebrate, and share their cultural heritage. As massive amounts of white flower petals blanket the ground, the spectacular Tung Blossom Festival gets underway, bringing joy and renewal to all. Since its inauguration in 2002, the festivities have grown from a one-day event to a month-long island-wide celebration, with millions in attendance every year. According to tradition, the occasion is a sacrifice to the guardian spirits on behalf of the Hakka people and also on behalf of the flowers. The main areas to see these flowers in bloom are in Miaoli and Taoyuan and Dongshi in Taichung. These places are comprised of mountain trails that are not known for their accessibility. Not to worry. For those wishing to see the May snow, as fallen tung blossoms are affectionately known, there are also numerous scenic trails and easy-access itineraries practically island-wide. Wander around the Hakka village of your choice, and don't miss the festival highlight, sampling the sumptuous culinary treasures and refreshments. Yes. I have the unabashed opinion that Hakka food is the best food.
Ooh, okay.
I'm sure lots of people have different opinions.
Yeah. 那这个 Angela 是他非常喜欢这个客家这个美食他说客家美食是最棒的。不过他后来也说，这个也许有一些人有不同的意见不过客家美食的确是非常好吃的。Yeah.
It's like home cooking. It's the best. It really. Oh, yeah. No.
Okay.
I mean, people can have other opinions than me. I'm aware of that, but
All right.
I think, yeah, if I had to eat one style of cooking the rest of my life, I would pick Hakka.
Ooh.
Yeah.
所以这个 Angela 说呢，他如果说这个此后一生只能吃一种一种 style of cooking 的话，那他就要选择的就是客家菜。
The flower of the tung tree occupies an important place in Hakka culture. This is, very straightforward initial sentence, and it's really the best kind if you're just doing a straightforward article. Here's the topic, the flower of the tung tree. Here's the culture it's in, and it's important. Boom, you've got the whole thing right there.
Yeah, 这是一个非常开门见山而且很清楚的一个主题句所以如果是在像这样子介绍某种东西的这个文章里面用这样的主题句非常的清楚很好那他这句话就是说这个桐树的花 occupies 就占据了一个重要的地位，在哪里占据了重要的地位呢？在客家文化里面占据了一个重要的地位。
And then the next sentence expands on it. It builds on it. So first we find out it's important, and then we find out that many Hakka in Taiwan once depended on the tree's seed oil for income. So it's important, and why was it important? Because it was a source of income.
好，所以呢，很多客家人呢，你可以直接像这样单复数同形哈卡单数复数都一样。那你复数的时候，你也可以在后面加 s。你可以讲哈卡斯都可以，这两个都是通用的。所以很多的客家人在台湾的客家人呢 ，once 就是曾经有一度 ，depended on 就是 relied on 就是依靠这个 the tree's seed oil 这个树，也就是桐树它的这个种子油那依赖这个东西 for income 作为收入的来源，作为收入叫这个 depend on something for income。You
know what? I think the reason why you can not put an S on the end of Hakka is then we didn't treat it like a uncountable noun, basically.
好，那这个如果说客家人呢，这个单复数同形的话呢，就是把这个 Hakka 这个字视为一个不可数名词所以它是个单数复数同形。
Now, getting back to our progression, so the first one is the flower is important. We depend on the seed oil for income. And then we get a further expansion that Tong trees were first brought to Taiwan during the colonial period, the Japanese colonial period, and cultivated, planted, and harvested in the island's hilly regions near Hakka settlements. So we're getting the sort of a progression of information, and it's getting more and more interesting.
好，所以这个文章的推进呢，这告诉我们更多的讯息啊，就让大家觉得这个文章呢非常有趣哈，它有很多的资讯啊。那像这一句，它就接下来告诉你说啊，这个桐树呢，它一开始被带进来哈，were first brought to Taiwan 哈，这个一开始被带进台湾是什么时候呢？是 during the Japanese colonial period， 是在这个日治时代啊，日治时期，在日本这个治理台湾的时期。然后呢 ，and cultivated 就是种植的意思啊。它在种植在哪里呢？种植在 the islands， 就是指台湾，种植在台湾的一些 hilly regions， hill 是小山啊，丘陵啊，那这个 hilly 就是有很多小山的啊，多丘陵的这样的地区啊，而且这些地区大部分都靠近这个客家的聚落 Hakka settlements 就是聚落。
And so then this next sentence gets into why Tong tree oil was important. So glue-like and water-resistant. Both of these properties are very good for in an oil if you want to use it for furniture or for boats. So Tong tree oil was in demand in furniture making and boat building. I like the style of this article. It's really just giving you the facts very clearly and in just like a straightforward progression, but also in an interesting way, like throwing it in that it came in during the Japanese colonial period makes you go, oh, really? And then, I like how they're starting off with the interesting facts right away.
好，所以这篇文章呢，它的这个呈现资讯的方式非常的好，一步一步的深入告诉你啊。所以呢，它这个一开始说这个桐花很重要啊，接下来告诉你为什么重要，因为它的这个种子油啊，桐花油、桐油会是收入的来源。然后呢，接下来说它最早是什么时候被这个引进台湾，然后种在哪里啊？接下来他现在这一句要告诉我们它的特色。好，那 glue-like 就是它像胶水一样。好，那 water resistant 就是抗水。好，那注意这个 water resistant 不是防水啊，防水是 waterproof。好 ，waterproof 就是它水不容易进去，但是 water resistant 是如果水量大的话，它还是会渗透进去的啊。但是已经不得了了，它就像胶水一样，而且它抗水啊，具有抗水性。好，所以呢，这个桐油呢，这个 Tung tree oil was in demand. 好 ，to be in demand 就是 needed or wanted by many people 啊，通常是很多人要才会叫做 in demand。如果是一两个人要，我们不会用 in demand 好这样来修饰，来形容这样的状况。所以它在哪个地方、哪一个领域上面受到大家的就是有很大的需求呢？在这个 furniture making 就是家具的制作，还有 boat building 就是造船方面呢，很多人需要用这个桐油，所以it was in demand.
Cheaper synthetic products would later replace its use in these industries, and the tree's economic importance diminished. So just in our fourth sentence, we're already getting into why people don't use Tong oil now. I really like the buildup of this. So cheaper means, of course, it's less expensive. Synthetic means it's made from something else. And generally, synthetic products are made from oil, like oil meaning like
石油.
And that would later replace its use in these industries. So because it was cheaper to make synthetic polyurethane kinds of varnishes, so they stopped using Tong oil. And so therefore, the tree's economic importance diminished because fewer people were buying Tong oil.
好，所以呢，后来比较便宜的 cheaper 的这种 synthetic 就是合成的啊，通常都跟石油有这个制品有关哈，合成的产品啊 products。所以后来有比较便宜的合成产品啊，它 would 这个地方是 will 的过去式啊，它从过去的观点看未来啊，所以到后来的意思，到后来 would later 到后来会 replace its use 会取代桐油的使用啊。在这些 industries 这些产业这些行业里面，也就是说后来比较便宜的合成油啊，这个取代了桐油啊，在这些产业里面取代了桐油。然后呢，这个树也就是指这个桐树呢，它的 economic importance 它经济的重要性就 diminished 就减少了，就不是那么重要。diminish 就是 become less。
However, Tung flower blossoms endure as a unique and essential symbol of Hakka culture, reflecting deep, heartfelt gratitude towards the Tung tree, the mountains, and nature. If something endures, it means it lasts, and so it's become a symbol, and an essential symbol, meaning getting down to the heart of things. And it reflects the reverence of people towards the tree and mountains and nature.
好，但是呢，这个桐花，哈，这个Tung flower blossoms endure 就是 last， 它持续存在。以什么样的形式存在呢？以什么样的意义存在呢？它以 unique， 它是一个独特的，而且是 essential， 就是不可或缺、非常基本的 extremely important 的一个 symbol of Hakka culture， 是一个客家文化的一个象征啊。所以桐花以一种独特而且极为重要的客家文化的象征啊，这样的一个身份而持续的存在啊。而且呢，这个桐花呢 reflecting 它反映了，这是个分词构句啊 reflecting 反映了 deep 很深的 heartfelt 就是由衷的，心里面真的感受到了这种 gratitude 是感激或者感谢。对谁感谢呢？啊，这个 reflecting deep heartfelt gratitude towards 对着 the Tung tree 就是对着这个桐花心里面所表达所有的这种由衷的感谢，而且呢，不但是对桐花的感谢，还有对 the mountains 对于山的感谢，还有 nature 还有大自然的感谢。
Basically, this first paragraph is an excellent example of an opening paragraph, especially for a paper like if you were going to then go on to describe all of these things in like a 5-part essay. This is an excellent example of an opening paragraph. It is the complete story in the paragraph. All of the information is laid out clearly, and then you can go on to expand on every single point and get much more information about it.
好，所以对于一种五段式的文章或者类似的这种文章说明的文章呢，这一段第一段的开头写得非常的好，因为你接下来就可以根据这个桐花不同的 aspect 每一段来表达。
Second paragraph.Each spring, from mid-April until mid-May, Hakka people cherish, celebrate, and share their cultural heritage.
每年春天呢，从4月中到5月中，那客家人他们 cherish， 他们会珍惜celebrate 庆祝，然后 share 分享他们的 cultural heritage， 就是文化遗产。
As massive amounts of white flower petals blanket the ground, the spectacular Tung Blossom Festival gets underway, bringing joy and renewal to all. If something blankets the ground, it means it covers the ground as if there was a blanket. It means you can't see the ground through it at all. So to say that it blankets the ground is really quite a strong statement about how many flower petals are there on the ground. It's not just a few. It's like a quilt is on the ground.
好，所以 as 是随着，在这里是随着的意思，随着 massive 就大量的massive amounts of 就是大量的这个massive 本身是很巨大的意思所以大量的这个白色的 white flower petals 就是花瓣那这个白色的桐花花瓣呢 blanket 在这里是动词铺满了像这个毯子一样像毯子一样铺满了这个地面那在这个时候呢 the spectacular 这个很壮观的这个桐花季Tung Blossom Festival 它就 gets underway 就展开了叫做 gets underway 那这个 bringing 它带来什么东西呢 joy and renewal 带来欢乐带来 renewal 就是复苏或者是更新to all 为所有的人带来了这个复苏跟更新的这个感觉因为这是春天了
Since its inauguration in 2002, the festivities have grown from a one-day event to a month-long island-wide celebration. So the Tung Blossom Festival is pretty recent. It's only started about 20 years ago, but they've become a very, very big thing, and it's actually a lot of fun. Also, millions come every year. Millions are in attendance. To attend something is to come to it, to be part of it.
To be present.
To be present at it.
Yeah. 好，所以这地方我看到他说，自从这 inauguration 在这里是开始的意思the beginning or introduction of something. 所以自從它在2002年開始之後呢 the festivals 就是指桐花季那 have grown 它這個成長 from 從一個 a one day event 一天的活動成長到 a month long island wide celebration 从一天的一个活动成长到为期1个月 a month long， 那 island wide 遍及全岛的一个 celebration 一个庆典啊 ，with 是附带状况 millions 会有数百万人 in attendance 就是参加所以有每年 every year 有数百万人参加。
According to tradition, the occasion is a sacrifice to the guardian spirits on behalf of the Hakka people and also on behalf of the flowers.
那根据传统 according to tradition 各位就背起来 according to tradition 就是这个根据传统 the occasion 就是指这个场合这个庆典是它是一个 sacrifice 是一个献祭，所以叫桐花祭嘛它献祭对谁献这个献出祭祀呢？对于这个 the guardian spirits 就是守护的神灵那这个也就是对守护神灵献祭。那 on behalf of 代表谁来献祭呢？代表 the Hakka people 代表这个客家人献祭，而且呢也是 on behalf of the flowers 也是代表这个花来谢谢这些守护神灵。
The main areas to see these flowers in bloom are in Miaoli and Taoyuan and Dongshi in Taichung.
In bloom 就是开花 having flowers， 所以看这些桐花的主要地方呢是苗栗、桃园还有呢这个台中东市。
These places are comprised of mountain trails that are not known for their accessibility. I'm not sure I would use comprised of, because if something is comprised of something, it's made up of those things. And these places are not just made up of mountain trails, but like the roads that you could go to see the trees on are comprised of mountain trails that are not known for their accessibility. So they're just kind of, the places are not, but the places' roads are. So we just skipped a word. To be not known for something is sort of a backwards way of saying that they really aren't that something. So if they're not known for their accessibility, they're not really that accessible, meaning it's hard for even able-bodied people to get through, much less somebody who had like a walking disability.
好，所以呢，我们看到这个地方，看到这些地方呢 are comprised of 是由什么什么组成了用在这里有一点点这个引申的意思那它这些地方是由什么组成？也就是有很多什么呢？有很多的这个 mountain trails 就是山径那 that are not known for their accessibility， 意思是说他们不是以他们容易到达而有名。那换句话说，就是他们不是那么容易到达这是英文的一种特别的修辞的方法。
Actually, if you're going to use not known for, we often use it kind of a little bit sarcastically. Like if someone is pretty unfriendly, we'll say, no, he's not really known for his friendliness, which is a warning to say like the dude's not friendly.
所以这个not known for 什么什么，这讲的时候常常有一点讽刺的感觉，有一点这个话中带刺或者是有一点不以为然那种感觉。
So, but not to worry about the accessibility or not accessibility, the non-accessibility of these places, because for those wishing to see the May snow, as the fallen Tung Blossoms are affectionately known, there are also numerous scenic trails and easy access itineraries practically island-wide.
好，那 not to worry 就是不用担心边环漏这个 for those wishing to see the May snow 对于那些想要看这个五月雪的人因为五月桐花白色的看起来落下来像下雪一样然后他说这个东西 as 这个 fallen 就是落下来的这个桐花那他们怎么样 are affectionately known 他们这些桐花呢被大家所知，可是 affectionately 就是带有亲昵的感觉，就是感觉很亲切的就称它为美五月雪，因为这名字很美嘛所以大家是这样称它。那这个如果你要看这个五月雪的话呢，有很 numerous 有很多很多的 scenic trails 就是风景步道还有呢 easy access itineraries easy access 就是很容易到达很容易做到的，这个 itineraries 就是行程那 practically 就是virtually almost 是 island wide， 所以几乎全岛都有这种东西。
So, go forth and wander around the Hakka village of your choice. And don't miss the festival highlight, sampling or tasting the sumptuous culinary treasures and refreshments.
所以 wander around 你去逛一逛闲逛一下叫 wander around 你就是漫步在这个客家村 of your choice 就是你所选择的啊 ，of your choice 就是 that you have chosen 的意思啊。你选择的客家村，你去那里选一个客家村，去那边这个逛一逛哈，这个然后呢 ，don't miss 不要错过了这个 festival highlight。festival 是节庆哈 ，highlight 就是重头戏啊。什么叫重头戏呢？就是 sampling 就是去品尝一下啊。Try the quality of food 啊，怎么样 ？By tasting it 啊，就是 sample， 就是尝品，就是我们中文讲的品尝一下。好，那 sumptuous 通常是指 very expensive、very impressive 啊的意思啊，所以呢，这个很好吃的啊，这个盛宴哈。culinary 是跟 cooking 有关的，那 treasure 是宝藏，所以呢，客家菜有很多是厨艺界的宝藏啊，所以叫做 culinary treasures。还有呢 refreshments 你可以尝尝客家的点心，好像这个麻糬啊什么的都做得非常的好，那所以让人家感觉非常丰盛啊，非常这个奢华的那种感觉 sumptuous。
Well, we have some questions here for you about the article that we just read. The first one is, which of the following is true regarding the historical and cultural importance of the Tung tree among Hakka people?
好，关于桐花树对于客家人在历史与文化上的重要性，下列叙述何者正确？
And the answer is B. Hakka once sold Tung tree seed oil.
那答案是 B 哈，客家人曾经贩售桐花树的这个桐花的树脂油。
Number 2. Which of the following is not true about the Tung Blossom Festival?
好，下列关于这个桐花季的叙述何者是错误的？
The answer is C. It is not true that the tradition dates back to the Japanese colonial period. The Tung Blossom Festival dates to about 20 years ago.
好，那这个正确答案是 C 啊，因为 C 说这项传统可以追溯至日治时期，不对哈，这个桐花季呢是2002年开始的哈，所以不是日治时期开始的。
And number 3, according to the third paragraph, what are possible drawbacks to certain flower sighting areas?
好，根据本文第3段，何者是某些赏花地区可能的缺点？
The answer is D. Poor access to mountain trails makes some choices less appealing.
好，答案是 D 啊，这个可能缺点是山径的不易抵达，使得某些选择比较不吸引人。
And number 4, what can most likely be inferred from the last paragraph?
从最后一段最可能推论出何者结论呢？
The answer is A. Delicious dishes and tasty treats are available at the festival.
答案是 A 哈，在庆典上面有这个供应美味佳肴跟甜点啊，因为他告诉你说，这个你要去 sample the sumptuous culinary treasures and refreshments.
So that is all we have for you today on Tung Blossoms and Hakka culture, but join us again tomorrow for more